This video shows how to make a bow that is wide yet flat. I use one 4-inch ribbon, two 2.5-inch ribbons, and one 1.5-inch ribbon. And I will be starting with the 4-inch ribbon on the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna dovetail the end because I like to. All right, I'm gonna take it over here to my wreath. So let's talk about how far out these tails should go. So this is the center where the bow will go. And I think taking the bow out to roughly here is good. So I'm gonna put that in here, and I'm gonna tell you that that shows that that comes out. That is literally just touching the 10-inch mark. So probably cut it at like 10.5, and then you have an extra room for your dovetail. So I've put it through here, right? My pretty side is up, but this other pretty side is up. Well, if I just go over like this, I'm gonna see the back of the bow. We don't want that. No, no, no. Pretty side up only. So I'm gonna put my finger down here. We're gonna pinch and twist, or you can take it out. Pinch and twist. So it's like this, right? Pretty side up, back side up over here. All right? This is what it looks like. Now I'm going to bring the loop kind of over. I think I want this loop to be at 8 inches wide. So when I push it down, I want that loop to hit at 8 inches. All right? So then this is where I crinkle it up. Okay. It's 8 inches. I'm going to pinch and twist again, right? So that I see the back side again. I kind of just pull it over, push it in there, hold it over. So I can push this down and make sure, yep, that's 8 inches. Okay, so then I'm going to push this. This is going to be the end of the tail. I'm going to cut at 10.5, like I said before. I'm going to bring my two wired edges together. See, wired edges. And I'm going to cut from the folded inside edge to the outside edge. Okay? Then I have my loops up top. Everything looks cute. Okay. I'm going to be done with this roll, so I'm going to take this off the spool. Next, I am going to use, this is the burlap. I like to dovetail my ends when I start. I know most people don't. I'm just really anal about it. So don't judge. Everyone's got their own method. So I'm going to put that down here. I want this tail to be a little bit shorter than that one. Okay, so this one comes out to roughly, the edges are just kind of touching 8. Okay. And then I pinch and twist, bring it over, and then this loop, I don't want it to come out at 8 inches. I want it to come out probably, I would say this be more like 7 inches at that point. So I'm going to pinch and twist because I'm going to do 4 loops on this one. Take that out to 7. Okay, pinch and twist, make sure that's 7. Pinch and twist at 7. In there. All right. And then, oh boy. And now I'm going to make that last loop come in at 7 inches. Okay. All right, and that comes out to 7. There we go. Okay, it looks all right. Yeah, a little bit funky. I'll have to trim a little bit of that, but it should be fine. All right. And then this comes down to here. Sometimes I'll honestly just measure. I'll bring them together, measure, and then cut a little bit longer. Here we go. All right. That's cut. So I'm going to take one loop, put it up. One loop, put it down. And then this bow. All right. All right. All right. Now this is a directional ribbon, so I'm going to have to do some twisting. So you see the pumpkins all face up. So that ends up looking a little weird. So I'm going to start over here. I don't want the pumpkins to be upside down, so that's going to go over there. I'm going to pinch and twist, which is a little bit harder when there's a design that's like kind of like printed on. It makes it a little stiffer, so it's a little harder to pinch and twist. So you just got to work just a little harder to get it narrower and pinched and twisted. Okay. I put this in here, and I'm going to come at 6 inches with that. Pinch and twist. Some people can make hand bows, and I think they're wonderful and genius if they can. I cannot, because of some arthritis issues in my hands, and plus I'm just really freaking uncoordinated. so it didn't work for me. Okay. All right. And then that would come down. Because I'm going to go like this, where I'm going to have this bow kind of like in the middle. So this will come in the middle, and this hits roughly at 7, so I'm going to cut it here. Pinch and twist. Okay, so now it looks like this. You know, which is great, right? But the problem then becomes, you'll be able to see, if I don't put something here on this flat bow, you'll be able to see what it is. So, and I'm just going to use this to make a sweet, tiny little white center, like a little tiny little loop, but enough that I'm going to flatten it out a little bit. So I'm going to make it slightly bigger. Okay, and then come out, because I'm not going to leave it like a bubbly loop. I'm actually going to kind of flatten out so it's flat but wide, because again, remember, we have to close the door on this. So, all right, moment of truth. So it's on here, right? You're like, what do I do with this? So I like to use a zip tie, and I like to use a pipe cleaner. So I'm gonna grab all of this really tightly, kind of squish it all down like I'm pushing up a sandwich, right? Because it is essentially. I've got my fingers underneath bracing this so it doesn't pop out. I slip that underneath my back finger so you can see I'm holding it like this. Okay. I'm gonna slide this pipe, the zip tie, tuck it under my thumb really quickly. I can go to the back, grab it, push it through the front. Okay, and then pull it just enough where, okay, it's in there, nothing's going to fall out. Make sure everything is adjusted for the placement you want, and then pull tight. Make sure nothing's going to come out. All right. Make sure my pipe cleaner is on the very back of this bow. Now I'm going to snip off the extra bit. Ooh, slicey dicey. It's gone. All right, I'm going to twist it just to make sure that stays there. All right, so this is my bow. I'm going to start playing with my loops now. All right. Alrighty. That one. That's going to go up there, there. This comes between the two greens. All right, and then now, try to scooch this down a little bit. I can take that one end, move it over there, one end there, and then you see this? Yeah, it could be plopped up by that, but it can flatten. And it looks pretty as the center of this flat bow. And I could shorten this up at the bottom if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to. I think it's nice because I've got these tails ended up coming up top here. So, all right, I'm going to move this out of the way. We'll put this on our wreath, and And then I'm going to go drink the largest Diet Coke that I can find. All right. So I just take my pipe cleaners and I'm going to stick it right through this spot that's already here from the other pipe cleaners. So I'm going to go through there. And I'm going to come down, feed it through. All right. I have both ends. Pulling it together. Okay. I'm going to twist it. I normally don't have to do this. I can do it by hand, but I just want to show you what I'm doing. Twisting it. Snip off just a little at the ends. And then this, I just tuck and wrap around what was already there. Okay. And, yeah. Here we go. Here's our wreath. See, these loops are covering up those on either side, so we don't have to worry about it. I'm going to make sure that my tails come down. This is where I can decide, okay, you know what? There's too much of a size difference. I'm going to take a little bit off of this tail, kind of go around, clean it up a little bit, make sure everything is bent and laying where I want it to. But yeah, I think all in all, this turned out really cute. This sign I got from Craft Outlet. I think that's where I got this green ribbon too, but I think I had got that from last year, so I don't know if they have that in stock. Bowmaker is from Easy Bowmaker. And the frame was from Dollar Tree, and the mesh was from Joann. So here is the finished wreath. I go back out. It's all nice and finished. You can see that is as thick as it is, you know, and if the door squishes it, this bow is meant to be squished. So squish away, door. Go ahead. You can't hurt me. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I truly appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and happy fall.